Hey guys, can you hear me? Hey, happy October 1st. It's my nephew who passed away a few months ago's birthday, so I know my brother's having a hard day, but I talked to him earlier. I think he'll be okay. Hey, Cindy, Pepper, Dog Mom, Puss in Boots, Nikki Crass, Flower Lady. So I titled this, Quit Stealing People's Shine. I just checked my YouTube studio earlier and I'm losing subs. And I get that when you don't go live for a while. Yeah, happy heavenly birthday. But when you don't go live no more often than I do, you start to lose subs. I mean, it's just the way it goes. And I want to go live more often. But every single day I log on here and it's like somebody's stealing somebody's shine. Why? I have really learned to to just laugh at shit on here. I mean, yeah, I think I used to take it seriously. I know I did. I used to get my feelings hurt. I used to, clap back on everything I hear. Not anymore. There's no point. There's no point. But there's a lot of people on here trying to steal people's shine. Okay, so I'm watching a stream yesterday, and somebody says something about Molly going down and following Dog, the bounty hunter. Well, and how stupid she is, and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, how can that not be funny? Could you picture Molly in her red bottoms running around Florida hunting down Dog, bounty hunting Dog, the bounty hunter? I thought that was hilarious. I thought this is going to be great. Why are people stealing people's shine? Hey, Pink. Well, I know you're busy at work. I know all the hospitals around here are banging. But there's so much ugly going on in the real world. Why can't we just laugh at shit here? Okay, so Molly flew to Florida and stood outside the Landry's laundry, whatever their name is, house. Gave them a basket of cleaners. Yeah, I mean, who cares? There's been people standing outside of that house for almost 2 weeks now. Me too, Pink. Me too. And then I hear people putting up videos and everything else, calling her a tragedy pimp and all of that. Was you calling those people that were standing outside of that house that? Because I think it's funny as hell. Hey, Red Road Runner. I don't know if I'll ever get used to that. You had that name forever. So when I saw people popping up with lives today, I thought, that's it. I'm going live. I probably won't stay live long. I never do. But quit stealing people's shine, man. It's who Molly is. It's what she does. Flower Lady, I thought it was funny as hell. There's been people out there all week or more picketing outside of that home. But Marissa goes down there and all of a sudden she's a tragedy pimp. And come on, guys, laugh a little. There's I hear you, Mary Kay. There's enough going on in the real world to steal your shine every day. Why do we got to do it on here? It took balls and just goofiness. I mean, okay, everybody knows Brown Eye Girl, okay? Brown Eye Girl's always been very honest. Me too, Pink. Typical Molly. You got it, Blank Slate. I don't know why it would surprise anybody, why all kinds of videos had to be made about it. It is what it is. But I just think it's so funny that everybody's just like freaking out. Oh, Molly went down to Florida and stood outside of a house that people have been picketing at for 2 weeks. Who cares? Is it affecting your day? I mean, come on. Hey, Republican Ash. Brian Eaton now has Molly haters. Well, hell, that poor one YouTuber guy said he only had a couple thousand subs or whatever. He started getting haters in his. But Brown Eye Girl, she comes on here. She's very honest. She's like me. She don't make no bones about it. She uses her YouTube money to get through life. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do is I use my YouTube money to get through life until circumstances change. And if I was e-begging, I'd be on here every single day, dragging the dog shit out of somebody. The hate here is real. All I ever see, hello, thank you, next. All I ever see is Bridget do her little short, Brown Eye Girl, do her little short TikToks, harmless. She does her makeup, and she ain't shy about telling you the struggle is real. I just don't understand why it has to be, hey, Genderlock's mom, coffee chat. Is it just because it's Marissa? If I would have went down there and stood in front of that house, would it have made a difference? I mean, this is like the biggest manhunt since Bonnie and Clyde. And we all know how that worked out. Not good. But laugh a little, people. Quit trying to steal people's shine. If it doesn't affect your real life, and there's so much going on in the real world. Hey, Miss OMG. That people's shine is being stolen every single day. Why come on here and do it? Laura, quit stealing John Walsh's and dog shine. Quit, don't do that. If Dog the Bounty Hunter wants to go run around in swamps looking for somebody, that's his shine, man. That's what he does. And John Walsh is not an actor. John Walsh is the co-founder of Missing and Exploited Children. Him and his wife. They also got a law passed called Adam. It's called Code Adam. Hello, Gina. Carla. Genderlocks. Happy. They got a law passed called Mr. Positive. Code Adam. Because now, if you're in a large department store, even a Walmart, and a child is reported missing, all doors get locked down. No one can come in, no one can go out until every inch of that store has been searched for. They passed that law. They got that law passed. So come on, Laura. Don't steal the dog shine. Don't steal John Walsh's shine. Right, Pepper. Thank you. Let your own light shine. Don't steal others. Life is tough enough, man, without going around stealing others. I actually watched a stream the other day, and it was the family of Gabby, and it was like a press conference, and they were all showing the tattoos that they had gone and gotten in honor of Abby or Gabby. Do you know there were people in that stream saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe those people went out and got tattoos." I'm like, why are you stealing their shine? It's the worst time in their life. And they went and tell me how to grieve. What is wrong with what they did? They all went out and got a tattoo that says, "Let it be." I don't see anything wrong with that. The people in that stream were actually like dogging them, no pun intended. I thought it was pretty special. I don't know what's wrong with people, you know? See, Pink got a tattoo right after her husband passed. It helped her get through her grief. I don't understand people. I really don't. And I guess that's why I don't come on here a lot anymore. Hey, brown eyed girl, I was just talking about you. Was your ears burning? People trying to steal her shine, trying to steal Bridget's shine. Like I said, she does her little TikToks. Hey, Randa, I agree. Hey, Coffee Chat. She does her little TikToks. She tries her, her makeup channel. From what I can see, she don't really mess with anybody. She's very honest. Hey, hit up my PayPal, hit up my super chat. That's what gets me through my week until circumstances change. I'm the same way. Until my circumstances change, that's what I use my money for. But I see people on here always stealing somebody's shine. Well, hopefully, brown eyed girl, you can get your makeup channel up and running again because I know that's what you enjoy doing and you're good at it. I just think with what's going on in the real world today, they call me an e-beggar too, brown eyed girl. I've been told I shouldn't have a dog because I can't afford to take care of my dog. Okay, so life sucks. I go broke. All right, you got to go, dog. I don't roll that way, you know. Have you seen the documentary An American Crime? It's about a girl murdered and tortured in Indianapolis. No, but I'm screenshotting that right now because that's what I've been doing. I've been watching old crimes and because even the true crime community is killing each other's shine. I watch, Tiffany. We'll take Tiffany, for instance. She's over there doing her own thing. She's big into the Summer Wells case. She's keeping Summer's name out there. And people still talking about her. Why? Why are you trying to steal her shine, man? Pink has trivia nights. Everything you wanted to know but afraid to ask. You have a good weekend too, Bridget. I heard of that, Sylvia Likens. Yeah, drive safe. I don't know. Like I said, I looked at my YouTube studio today and I thought, well, I'm really losing subs, but I don't ever go live anymore. And why don't I ever go live anymore? Because I don't really have anything horrible to say. And it seems like if you don't get on here and trash and bash or drag somebody, you're not worth it. You're just not worth it. The candle thing between Alicia and Laura the other day, I thought, okay, neither one of you all invented the wheel and neither one of you all invented candle making. So it goes to say, without really talking about it, that Laura's supporters are going to buy her candles and Alicia's supporters are going to buy her candles. Laura chooses to sell her candles on a website. Alicia chooses to sell hers at a farmer's market or a flea market or whatever. Why kill each other's shine? That's the kind of stupid shit I tune into and then I have to tune right back out. So, yeah, did I get a couple laughs out of Molly today? I did. Would I have laughed harder if she was in rubber boots traipsing through the swamps of Florida? Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I would have. I mean, it's taken me a while to get to this point, but Pink Lady Luck, I wait for the Christmas special at Bath and Body Works. Until then, I use Glade candles, okay? Cuz I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money for no $20, $30 candle. But it's okay for those who do. Do it. Go for it. I ain't going to steal your shine. It's just like, the true crime community now seems like they're constantly throwing jabs at each other. I used to go into everybody's true crime channel just to hear their version of what's going on. Be careful, Minnie. Ah, thanks, Pink. But please, if you do, make sure it's like not toffee, coffee, almond, anything like it. I can't handle it. It makes me sick to my stomach. But now I see the true crime people going at it. Well, this guy's lying about that, and this guy's lying about that. If you don't like the way somebody covers something, don't go in there. Trust me, I've unsubbed a lot of channels. Yeah, I like when they go on sale, Flower Lady. Some of them are a little strong, but Happy's in here singing, just so y'all know. Hello, Barnyard. But that's really the reason I don't come live anymore. I did want to mention something. Amanda Lynn had a panel the other night, and I stopped in and was lurking, and I didn't really care much about what was being said on the panel, except for the fact that she said, I don't know, she used me in one of her community posts. Remember when the truth said this and said that? All right, whatever, tattle titties. But she said on the panel that Well, when we supported Diane, we were called baby killers and we didn't like sick babies and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not saying you weren't, that wasn't said to you. But if you remember, Ash 274 went around dropping that in chats about anybody questioning Diane. She actually sent Diane a super chat saying that. Remember when we got tagged pedo supporters because Marissa had some dude on her panel and we all got tagged pedo supporters? Hey, Lily Marie. So that goes both ways, Amanda Lynn. I just thought I would touch on that. That being grouped together and called filthy names, it goes both ways. And all the other shit going on with you and RDA and all them, I don't care. I mean, I don't think calling your kids those names is nice, but, you know, and I didn't laugh at that. But for the most part, I do laugh about everything that's said on here anymore. Because I let a lot of shit bother me on here at one time. Hell, it wasn't that long ago. I let somebody calling my mother a whore bother me. And I finally just had to wake up and laugh about it. You know, I was like, Tracy, mom wasn't a whore. You know, she wasn't a whore. Get over it. And I did. My picture that got snagged, you know, the lovely picture of me in the bathrobe with my hair all messed up and first thing in the morning. When that picture got snagged and it was used on so many people's live streams, it was really bothering me. That was really bothering me. But you know what? I decided to make a joke out of it. And I told you all, that bathrobe comes from an exclusive line from Target called Polka Dot. That hairdo was done by a salon that caters to the stars called Pillow Talk. So there you go. I know, Barnyard. I heard about that. Because they wanted to steal her shine. Go on YouTube right now and you'll see at least 5 videos about Marissa being down there in Florida. She's not hurting nobody. She's doing the exact same shit that people have been doing for 2 weeks, standing outside of these people's house. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go all the way to Florida to stand outside these people's house. But I ain't going to steal Marissa's shine. And I got to be honest with you. I'm to the point that Marissa is funny. If you don't like her, don't watch her. But if you can't watch her and laugh, because she's more of a comedian to me than anything. When she does stuff that I don't like, I leave. Right. Molly didn't steal from St. Jude. We all know that. It's just, you know, she helped raise $40,000, whatever. I don't even know what it was. But she did it. She took the time, even if it was an accident, once, but twice, and hit that donation button. And people still found something wrong with that. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't understand every single panel on here. Hey, IBLF. I missed you. So, guys, that's why I haven't been going live. Because it's not hard to figure out that unless you go live and just drag the dog shit out of somebody, regardless of who it is, your channel starts to, it starts to falter. It starts to, hey, Jamie. It starts to go away. When I looked at the YouTube studio this morning and I thought, wow, I've really lost a lot of members. And that's because when you don't go live for a while, yeah, right. Marissa could give two shits. You know what? She went viral today. So that's all she don't care. I mean, yes, does she want Brian Laundrie found? Yes. People from all over the world want this man found. No, I have to go back and watch it. Hey, Melanie. Y'all didn't hear my story. So I'm sitting on the porch. Well, some of you heard my story because I was on a phone. I was on a call in Discord. But I was sitting on the porch the other day. Wait a minute. Somebody's telling me something. Are people getting timed out? Oh, never mind. Never mind. So I was sitting on the porch the other day and this guy walks by. You all saw it on my community post. And he gave me a little wave and then he put his head down and he kept on walking. And I thought to myself, he kind of looks like that Brian Laundrie dude. Hey, Ageless Beauty. That's true. But I thought, he kind of looks like that Brian Laundrie dude. So there was a man working across the street in some kind of utility truck. I don't know. And I was like, hey, because the one that looked like Brian got away from me. He'd already went around the corner. And I yelled across the street to this guy. And in the meantime, I was like, voice call now. So all these people jump on this voice call because I think I found Brian Laundrie. Sorry. I'm thinking I found him. Yes, I found him. I know, blank slate. But so there was this guy across the street, and I was like, and it was fun, wasn't it? And I was like, hey, come here. And hey, Pix, he came over and I go, hey, will you do me a favor? And he goes, what? I said, okay, there's this giant manhunt going on for this person who allegedly killed his girlfriend out in the Grand Tetons. I said, did you see that guy walk by here? And he goes, yeah. And I said, he looks a lot like that. And I said, will you do me a favor? Will you get in your truck and will you go down and snap pictures of him? And by this time, I have the girls on the phone because I'm telling them, Brian Laundrie Laundrie. Why do I keep saying Landry? Laundrie just walked by my house. So I got the girls on the phone. So next thing you know, the guy comes back and he's got pictures of this dude. And I'm like, will you send them to me? And he goes, yeah, what's your number? So I start rattling off my number and he goes, hey, I'm from Lexington. I need your area code. And I said, that is my area code. I have a Florida phone number. And so I told him he could just put me in his phone as the crazy white lady in Indiana because he was a black guy. And I told him, I said, yes, justice for Libby and Abby. But I said, hey, I said, if it's him and I get the reward money, we'll split it. And he said, nah, that's okay. He said, my son plays for the Patriots, number 37, Damian Harris. And I was like, wow, good for you. You must be one proud papa. Super nice guy. Yes, I gave a total stranger my phone number because I needed him to mail me or send me the pictures. But when he said that, there were people on the call with me going, "Go Pats, go Pats." So I had to put it on speaker and let him listen to him. I don't watch football, so I don't. But his name's Damian Harris. Yeah, I mean, imagine how proud. He must be a really good daddy because, his son turned out really well. Not that that means you're a bad daddy if your son doesn't, but maybe you could be his cougar. Nah, he had a wedding ring on, Cindy. Yeah, Pepper was on the call going, woohoo. Yeah, a Brian sighting now is kind of like an Elvis sighting. I know. You know how many bald men you just stare at now? You're like, I'm telling you, this is a bigger manhunt than Bonnie and Clyde. But that was my Brian Laundrie story. But I did meet a really nice guy out of it who happens to be the father of Damian Harris, number 37, who plays for the Patriots. So I couldn't believe he did it for me. He just had the biggest smile on his face. You could just tell he was just let's put it this way. There wasn't nobody stealing his shine that day. I know he probably thought I was nuts, so I probably would have been smiling too. Your boyfriend is bald, except he's a redhead. Okay. What do you think about the sister also lying? Melanie, I think this is a really, really messed up situation. And I hope he's caught because Abby needs justice. Or Gabby. I swear, guys, it's my medicine. Gabby needs justice. There's so many kids out there that need justice. That little boy that they just found here in Indiana, that's like 5 minutes up the road from me. The one that went missing with his dog. So sad, man. So sad. And then you got Xavier. It's just, they all need to come home, and they all need to come home safe. Melanie, I think whatever they have to hide will come out. I really do. I mean, okay, let me put it this way. I love my son, okay? I would take a bullet for my son. I would. But if my son was engaged to a girl who had been living with us for a year, and they decide to take a cross-country trip, they want to try the van life, and he comes home, hey, Pearl, pearls of wisdom, and he comes home without his fiance. Now, he might get away with saying something like, well, she wanted me to drop her off at her home in New York or whatever. But as soon as that girl was reported missing, my son would be in jail, or at least at the police station. It doesn't mean I wouldn't hire him an attorney. I have no problem with an attorney. Oh, just another video just popped up about Marissa. If they only knew how much Marissa didn't care. And why people can't just find joy. Just laugh at people. I'm telling you, there's enough going out there in the real world to steal your shine. You don't have to do it here on YouTube every single day. I agree, Melanie. That was the point in which my son would have been taken out the door. Doesn't mean I wouldn't love him, but there's a lot of things I'd take the rap for my son, but not taking another one's life. Not taking someone else's life. So But since this all started, I've heard dog being dogged. I've heard John Walsh being dogged. I've heard now Marissa's got probably going on 15 videos today about her. Which to me is just freaking hilarious because you know she don't give a shit. The more attention you give her, the more she loves you. Hey, Angela Critters. And like I said, there's so much. Have you all noticed how many Black American flags are flying now? Does anybody know the meaning behind a Black American flag? Has anybody noticed? Has anybody looked around them and seen the Black American flag? Elegant mind, I don't know. I don't know. Well, if you get a chance, watch a video or something on the Black American flag, okay? And you will find videos of veterans taking down their red, white, and blue. No, because he was an authorized driver on that, Melanie. You will see pictures of veterans taking down the red, white, and blue, crying and putting up the Black American flag. Yes, it is rebellion against our government. It was used during the Civil War as a deterrent for the white flag. Nobody wanted to wave the white flag. Nobody wanted to surrender. So the Black American flag was brought out. It has nothing to do with race. Has nothing to do with, it's we will not surrender. So real things are going on around us. Real things. I wholeheartedly support our vets too. Yep, no quarter. That the enemy will not give quarter, that they get killed and not taken prisoner. Yeah. But see, there's real things going on in the real world to steal your shine. To watch a veteran cry as he takes down the red, white, and blue that he fought so hard for and put up a Black American flag. That's enough to steal your shine. Marty McFly, what is going on, dude? So nice to see you, Marty. Hope the family's good. Thank you, Pearls, for the sticker. Well, Marty, you're just catching me live because I don't ever go live anymore. Because I'm sick of all the dumb shit that gets talked about on here all the time. It gets old. Just people going after people, going after people, going after people. But I guess that's what we signed up for, huh? Got a Black American flag on the front of your place now. Sergeant Blackrock, I totally understand, but you have to admit it is sad. But there's so much going on in the real world. A friend of mine just got out of Facebook jail for the third time in 3 months. I told her she better make another account because that one, yep, been there, done that, Cindy. Brian put me in Facebook jail one time during a hurricane. He swears it wasn't him, but I know it was. Exactly, blank slate. So we're getting to a place in this country where we're rebelling against our government. So I know you do, Marty. And black flags are being flown. Hospitals are being overrun with a pandemic. But still, yet, we come on YouTube every day to steal somebody's shine. And I don't understand it. I wake up every day and real life is stealing my shine. I agree with you there, happy, happy, happy. So if that's what's happening, and I miss him too, Pearls. If I can't come on here and find some kind of comic relief, I know, Cindy. Facebook jail. I've been there so many times. I'm telling you, Brian put me in Facebook jail during a hurricane, and it was like the only way I had to communicate with my family because phone towers and stuff were down. But he didn't know that was going to happen. But he did it. He'll still deny it to this day. But I'm over that. Whatever. I got through the hurricane and la-di-da-di-da. But he stole my shine for about 3 days. Hey, Captain Obvious. Okay, Captain Obvious, I love you to death. But do you not think that was funny? She did nothing wrong. She did nothing that no one else has gone down. Well, I mean, that the locals haven't done. I mean, like I said earlier, would had it have been funnier if she would have put on rubber boots and traipsed through the swamps to track down Dog the Bounty Hunter? Yeah, of course it would have been. I do too, Cindy. I do too. I mean, you ain't got to like somebody to find them funny sometimes. I mean, every once in a while, everybody's got, something funny to say or do. I mean, well, I agree with that. That part wasn't cool. I didn't hear that part, but yeah, that's not cool. You don't say burn a house down. Hey, German lady. I'm sure raunchier shit has been said outside of that house, but I don't think Marissa knows what's going to come out of her mouth next. But yeah, you're right. You don't call for people to burn a house down. Just like you don't call for people to mass flag people on YouTube. I heard Negs lost his channel. I don't, I didn't want to see him lose his channel. I know it was part of his income. I don't want to see anybody lose their income. But by the same token, Negs has done some pretty shitty things. And I did too, German lady, but other people don't find it funny. Negs has done some pretty shitty things, and Negs has had some pretty shitty things done to him. But do I think his channel should have gone down? No. These people that have backup channels, you have backup channels for a reason, because you're scared unless you're doing something totally different on a backup channel. If you have a drama channel and a true crime, or a drama and a makeup. But if you have backup channels and you're doing the same thing on both channels, you're scared you're going to break the terms of service on YouTube. Yes, I'm sure she didn't really want the Laundrie's house to burn to the ground. I don't know, Pearls. I mean, he might get his channel back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I just don't know enough about him to. I mean, I'm not about taking people's channels down. I mean, I see where Ballet Nutcase is back, but I ain't about taking her channel down. And no, I'm not going to say her real name on here. Y'all figure it out. People do act like YouTube has no rules. Wouldn't it be weird if they had YouTube jail, though? Well, they kind of do. She said setting it on fire would smoke them out, not a serious threat. Well, we'll put it this way. I knew when Captain Obvious just said that she wasn't going to take a match and light their home on fire. Well, they kind of do have YouTube jail. Like they'll suspend your Twitter don't play. Well, Twitter's, hey, D-Rod. Oh my God. I miss you so much. There's so many of y'all in here I haven't seen in so long. Well, it's because I never go live. But well, I mean, the way I look at it, Mr. Positive, if there was a threat, call the police. That's how I look at it. How many threats have been made on this platform to people? Did they follow through with them? I don't know. Oh my God, D-Rod, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So for all you people out there that think that this is a joke, that this is some kind of scam, listen up. I am so sorry, D-Rod. Prayers to you. You know, if you need to talk or anything like that, you got my number. You got my email. You got my number. I am so sorry. Six weeks. D-Rod, I am so sorry. As if you haven't had enough pain in your life. I'm so sorry. See, that's real life stealing somebody's shine. Some freaking virus stole D-Rod's shine. So why do we have to come on here and do it? I don't know. It has been a tough year. I know, D-Rod. And you know you can hit me up anytime you want. Yeah, well, I don't even mention that, Merrick. I don't go there because I won't pay it any attention. I don't. Sorry. Dag my heart. I feel like I'm gonna cry, D-Rod. But I'm emotional today anyway, so Sergeant Blackrock, I'm so sorry. Was it COVID too? I mean, it doesn't matter. I agree. Happy, happy, happy. I mean, it just, oh, your mama is your best friend. And that's why I got so upset when I was told my mom was a whore. And then I'm told it's just something that people say nowadays. Well, not me. You'll never hear me say somebody's mother is a whore. I might call you a dirty name, but not your mama. D-Rod, I'm so sorry. I just hope you can find some peace. Yeah, you're right, Captain Obvious. You do get to disagree with what she did. But what did she do that was so bad? Okay, I understand she made that comment. I'm sure she didn't mean it. She went on to say, smoke them out. But either way, it was a horrible comment to say. But what else did she do that was so bad, Captain Obvious? And I'm not being shitty. I really want to know. Really, Sergeant Blackrock. Hello, bombshell. I'm so sorry. I hope if that's the case, she gets justice. Or he, whatever. But I'm waiting for Captain Obvious. Yes, you do have the right, Captain Obvious, to call Marissa out if that's what you want to do. But what did she do that was so horrible? Hey, Mary. I don't know. Goddess, no goddess. I was just told my mom was a whore. And I really let it bother me, but I got over it. I mean, I'm not mad about it anymore. They say it's something that people say nowadays. I can promise you, I've never heard that. I mean, I did hear Chasing Truth say it one day. She stumped her toe and she said, your mama's a whore. But I didn't know it was something that just got said like but you got to remember, I'm a boomer. I agree, D-Rod. That's how I was raised. That's how I was raised. You don't disrespect anyone's mother. But now I hear it's something that's said. So, no, Republican ass. I don't think Captain Obvious supports the laundries. Just because she doesn't agree with what Marissa did doesn't mean that she supports the laundries. I just think sometimes we have to take a step back and we have to laugh. Because if we don't laugh about things on here, then I got to be honest with you guys, there's not a whole lot for me to laugh about in my real life right now. And I'm not looking for sympathy or pity or anything like that. You're right, Ash. Your opinion. You're right. It's your opinion, and everybody's entitled to them, including Captain Obvious. I just didn't think it was. I mean, I thought it was funny. I can't help it. If she was the only one that showed up at those people's house, I'd be like, get, what are you doing? Are you nuts? But there have been people out there, Jonathan Lee Riches or whatever. Look him up. Google him. And I know he's a friend of Jay's. Jay is for justice. Why is YouTube a joke, Captain Obvious? I mean, I love you, Captain Obvious. I don't want to argue with you, but I think we can have, yeah, Google that dude. If you really want to be outraged about something, Google him, the one that was standing outside of their home. You heard him yell to that man, I'm suing you. Do you know this dude holds a world record in Guinness's World Book of Records of suing people? You don't see it as harassment? Um, Would I do it, Captain Obvious? No, I wouldn't. Do I feel like that family is being harassed? To an extent. But by the same token, I feel like at this point, they've committed criminal acts. And I don't have a problem harassing someone that has committed a criminal act. I have more sympathy for Gabby's family. Is it a form of harassment? Yeah, I guess you could say that. I feel sorrier for the neighbors. Well, Flower Lady, I would agree with you if they had cooperated, but at this point, I feel like no, it doesn't mean she supports Brian and his family, Republican Ash. She feels like it's harassment. So does Flower Lady. They get to feel that way. Yes, Cindy, you're right. Where is the proof they have, Tracy? Well, Mr. Positive, you explain to me why they continuously get caught in lies. You explain to me how a man who is looking for his daughter knocks on your door and you have nothing to say to him except talk to my attorney. Now, I'm not against talking to an attorney or having an attorney. Actually, I totally think you should. But at this point, they should be okay. First of all, let me say, for the police in that town dropped the ball totally. That man, Brian, should have been under 24 hours surveillance from the day Abby was reported, or Gabby, damn it, Gabby was reported missing. So, well, we don't know for a fact that they are hiding Brian, but they've told many different stories. And once you're caught in a lie and it's impeding, how do we know they're not talking to police? From a legal perspective, laundries are doing everything right. From a moral perspective, they're doing everything wrong. Well put, Marty McFly. Well put. You never know what you would do until it's your son in that situation. Well, I do know that I wouldn't cover for him up and I mean, I would get him an attorney. Here comes Samara. I might help my son hide. Don't know for sure. Now, I couldn't help my son hide if if there's even the remote chance that he took another life. I couldn't do it. There's a lot I could help him hide from. Hello, Jennifer Marie. But I don't think I could help him hide from. And they're not breaking the law, or they would be arrested by now, you know. But I do believe at some point they might face charges. Well, how did I do that? I don't even think I said anything, did I? You know, the best thing that can possibly come out of this is, yes, Brian is picked up. He's either proven guilty in a court of law or not. But the absolute best thing that can come out of this is the organization that Gabby's family is wanting to start about domestic violence. I do believe she was in a domestic violence situation. I do believe she was scared. And I would have been scared too, thousands of miles from home, out in the middle of nowhere. But if these people can make something positive come out of losing their daughter, then in my opinion, they're much more stand-up people than the Laundries ever thought about being. Because that girl was supposed to be, I agree, Captain Obvious, but that girl was supposed to be his wife. They were engaged. You would think there would be some sort of connection. The whole case is very sad, D-Rod. Right, Sergeant Blackrock. Why didn't Brian just stick around and cooperate? Why didn't he? I mean, yes, get an attorney. Follow your attorney's directions. Don't speak to anyone without your attorney present. I get it. That's the way to go. That's the way to do things. When he first lawyered up and people were like freaking out, I was like, I would lawyer up. There's nothing wrong with lawyering up, but you don't run. You don't run. And you don't torture that girl's family. And that's my opinion. He has not been found guilty in a court of law. He's not been found. British Chippy. It is a sad case all the way around. And do I wish maybe the police out in the Tetons or whatever would have taken one of them to jail? Would have it changed anything? I don't know. I'm sure they think about it. I'm sure they feel guilt. I'm definitely not going to lay any blame on them. Do I think the police should have been keeping a 24-hour surveillance on him? Yeah, I do. Because he left with her and came home without her. So at that point, that at least makes him a person of interest. So, like I said, the Gabby's family seems to be handling this in a very dignified way. I know they want justice for their daughter. I think they're a wonderful family. I don't I don't know why he's done anything. I just don't think this is how justice is supposed to work. You mean like vigilante justice, Captain Obvious? I mean, is that what you're thinking is vigilante justice? I'm waiting for Captain Obvious. Yeah, I think letting him run was selfish and deplorable too. I do too, British. And there's some people in here saying that they would give their life savings to their kid and let him run. Let me throw out another question. Has there been DNA on Gabby that Brian is the killer? Well, Mr. Positive, I'm going to say they wouldn't be looking this hard for Brian if there wasn't. Now, you let me pick up the phone. Let's take Gabby out of it. Okay? Take Gabby out of the situation. Let's just take her out. I pick up the phone and call and tell the police that my 20 something year old son is missing. Do you think they're going to go into a full blown manhunt like they have if they don't have reason to believe that? Do you think the millions of dollars that's been spent on looking for this man would that wouldn't have happened if British Chippy would have picked up the phone? It's the vigilante type that worry me. I understand that, Captain Obvious. And obviously, the police don't think they've done as far as the parents go. The police at this point have no charges, or they would have done it. Me too, Sergeant Blackrock. Prayers for Summer. Prayers for all the little ones that are out there missing. The two little boys out of Cal City, they've just been forgotten about. It just seems like, but if I was to pick up the phone, Mr. Positive, and call the police and say, hey, my 20 something year old son is missing, do you think there would be a full blown manhunt? The craziness that's going on right now, if the FBI didn't believe that when they get him, they're going to arrest him. Now, the parents very well may not be charged with anything. And obviously, they've done nothing illegal up until this point, or they would have already been charged. There's a new Amber Alert on a 2-year-old right now. Oh, God, bring her home safe. No, goddess, I mean, That's how you handle things. And, that's, it is what it is. I mean, you have a right to your opinion, except for being shitty humans. You're right, British Chippy. They obviously have not broken a law, or they would be in handcuffs right now. Um, I don't find Marissa going down there that big of a deal when there's other people standing on those streets with freaking bullhorns and everything else. Do I wish Marissa would have gone to the swamps and hunted down dog? Yes, I do. I think it would have been so much more funny. More funny? Funnier? But here's the thing, the people on the side of the street obviously aren't breaking the law either, because they're not being arrested. I know, Captain Obvious. I know. As much trouble as my son has been in, I can't imagine he would harm another human being uh, to the point of actually killing him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's been in some fights. Don't we as a community have said many times it's okay to do something just because someone else has? I, Mr. Positive, I hear you. I really do. You disagree with what Marissa did, and that's okay. I don't think it was that big of a deal. It's not going to affect my sleep tonight. Hey, Angel. It is sad, Angel. It is sad. I sit and think about it all the time, the world we're living in right now, and that people just sit around and look for things to hate other people about, whether it be politics or religion or race, or they just look for somebody. Oh, British Chippy. Marissa went down to Florida and stood outside of the laundry home, gave them a basket full of cleaning supplies. I don't know. I haven't even watched all the videos. But I just don't see what the. I mean, if. I guess it's kind of a catch 22. But I don't see what she did was so horrible. That's right. It's a bunch of fake outrage of who it was. It's no different than Wendy going on Dr. Phil 100 years ago, or however long that's been. And I personally never thought that was a big deal. Is it a lion, Republican ass? I can't see it. I mean, I don't care that Wendy went on Dr. Phil. That doesn't affect my life. And Molly going down there, Marissa going down there. Oh, you're putting the chickens to bed. You mean like real chickens, or is that like a little cute name you call your children? I get it, Captain Obvious. There's nothing wrong with that. That's one thing we still have is the right to agree to disagree. Okay, enjoy your walk, Mr. Positive. I'm getting off of here anyways. Like I said, I just came on because I haven't been on in quite some time. And I miss talking to you guys. But I feel like that unless we're going to drag the shit out of somebody, not a whole hell of a lot more to do on here. I don't want it to be that way. I wish it could be different. But maybe someday I'll figure out what to do that it doesn't have to be this way. Bye, Marty. Yeah, be kind. So I'm going to jump off. I appreciate you guys coming in. I hope I haven't hurt anybody's feelings. That's not my it's not my intentions. Just I don't know. I'm just tired of people trying to tear everybody else down for whatever reason. Can we have a panel party, please? Not tonight, Republican Ash. Not tonight. But I really do appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate your all support. I appreciate the like-minded people that come in here, even though we can agree to disagree. And let's try to be nice to each other. I mean, I know I say that all the time, but I'm really trying. I'm really trying here because I could be just like everybody else. Oh, 13 real chickens that need to go to bed, but you get them to bed. I don't want that fox to come over. Hell yeah, get him to bed, Captain Obvious. And maybe we can just quit picking on every little thing that somebody does. Okay? Maybe. I don't know. Give it a whirl. I still love you too, Captain Obvious. So go put your chickens to bed. D-Rod, you're in my prayers. You know, if you need anybody to talk to, I'm here. Of course, it's not like my life's a bowl of cherries, but I'm always a shoulder to talk to, no, to cry on. I'll always be there to listen for anybody. So, happy hates everybody equally. Well, I got to be honest with you, Happy. I don't hate anybody. There's people on here I don't want to be around, and I do try to avoid them, but I don't hate anybody. So, take care of yourselves, and I will see you around the tubes.